Today, 9th of September, is the International Day to Protect Education from Attack. Now, even though it has been 6 years after the first observance of the International Day to Protect Education from Attack, the UN reports that violence against education continues to escalate. Similarly, attacks on education in conflict zones have reached alarming levels. Over the past year, UN revealed that there was a 44% increase in attacks on schools, leading to the death, abduction, and trauma of thousands of students and teachers. These violations threaten not only individual lives, but the future of entire communities. The UN continues to advocate safe access to education, urging countries to invest in resilient education systems and fully implement the Safe Schools Declaration. Now, officer in charge, UNICEF Chief of Maiduguri Field Office, Joseph Senesie, joins me to discuss the International Day. Good to have you join us.
Thank you very much. I hope you can hear me.
Yes, I can. 44% increase in attacks on education and schools. Just give us, an idea of what this means and the reason for the escalation.
This is a terrible situation, as you have mentioned. Globally, schools are being attacked during war. And we are talking about the International Day of Protecting Education Against Attacks. And in Nigeria, for example, in northeast Nigeria, 300 schools were attacked in 2024 alone, and about 5,000 globally in 2024.
And let's focus on Nigeria because you mentioned it. You said about 300 schools were attacked in Nigeria alone in 2024. What does that mean for access to education?
I'm talking about northeast Nigeria only, not entirely.
Not entirely, all right.
So, exactly. So that shows the figure and the impact it's having. This is a big impact on our future, our children, and indicating that the declaration to safeguard schools have not been upheld by, those who are attacking schools.
And when you find whether state government or the federal government talk about the drive to ensure that we reduce the out of school children, what you hear really is that, to build more schools, to ensure that we enroll more children into schools. But can we have that conversation without really, addressing the attack on education, especially schools?
That's impossible. Because if you are going to build schools and you want children to go to school with the bombs and attacks all around, how can the children be safe? How can they be in schools? How can teachers be there? When the buildings are being bombed and the buildings are set on fire, what are we saying here? People who are attacking, perpetrators attacking education should be brought to book. Education cannot wait. We cannot wait.
And one of the things, let's talk about the Safe School Initiative of the federal government. It's been on, I think, since the Buhari administration, and analysts have continued to talk about how it is not being well implemented. And I wanted to ask you, you are in the Northeast, and what you find in terms of how we implement the Safe School Initiative. Is it being implemented at all? And what will it mean for us to begin implementing it rather?
I can't say it's not been implemented. The government is trying. For example, in Borno State, where I am, the state government, you see beautiful schools being built. But when these schools are built in communities where there are attacks, these schools are being a target. And this is what we are talking about on a day like this, an International Day to protect education from attack. That's what we are talking about. Children are being adopted. Children are not in school. They are out of school. We are talking about 2 million children out of school in northeast Nigeria alone. And UNICEF, our focus here is to ensure education reach every child, whether in emergency or not.
Thank you so much for your time. Interesting conversation. I'm sure that will continue to drive this conversation, not just for today, every day, because this is not a one-day event, the attack on schools. Joseph Senesie, a pleasure to have you on.
Thank you very much.